Are you Cody Hills?
That's your.
All right, we'll go on the record and State of Kansas versus Cody Lance Hills, case number 25 CR 238. The state appears by Jared Regier. Mr. Hills appears in person in custody from the Butler County Jail. You're here for a first appearance, Mr. Hills. I'm going to go over these charges with you. Do you have a copy of those as well?
Yes, sir.
All right, these are all alleged to have occurred on May 25th, 2025 in Butler County, Kansas. Count 1 alleges that you did knowingly in a rude, insulting, or angry manner impede the normal breathing or circulation of the blood by applying pressure on the throat, neck, chest of Nika Prochaska, with whom you've been involved in a dating relationship or as a family or household member. That is aggravated domestic battery, and that is a level 7 person felony. Count 2, criminal threat, alleging that you unlawfully threatened to commit violence with the intent to place Nika Prochaska in fear. Again, criminal threat, that's a level 9 person felony. Count 3 alleges you unlawfully, knowingly, and without authority restrained Nika Prochaska as to interfere with her liberty. That is criminal restraint. That is a class A person misdemeanor. Count 4 alleges you were in unlawful possession of paraphernalia for use, for possessing a green pipe and a grinder. That is a class B non-person misdemeanor. Count 5 alleges that you did unlawfully, knowingly, and unreasonably caused or permit a child under the age of 18, initials ELH, to be placed in a situation in which the child's life, body, or health may be endangered. That is endangering a child, and that is a class A person misdemeanor. Do you understand what you've been charged with, Mr. Hills? All right, I understand you're emotional right now, but did you answer yes, that you understand your charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, since these are some serious felonies, you won't be asked to enter a plea today. Your case has been assigned to Judge Hart. Your next court date is June the 30th at 2:30 p.m. for preliminary hearing control purposes. And that'll be by Zoom, June 30th at 2:30 p.m. Mr. Regier, what's the state's recommendation for bond?
Your Honor, besides all standard conditions with special emphasis on no contact with any endorsed witnesses or victims, the state is recommending 10,000 cash or surety subject to SCRAM and GPS monitoring. Pursuant to the affidavit, pages 1 through 2, this is a case where it is alleged that the defendant choked the victim twice in the driveway of the residence to the point of incapacitation, as well as threatening to take their infant child in common and threatening to kill the victim. Page 2 of the affidavit would appear to and suggest that the defendant was under the influence of alcohol during the incident, as well as page 2 of the affidavit appears to indicate that law enforcement successfully located the defendant inside the residence in the same bed as the infant child. This is a case which appears to have at least one alleged count in common with another Butler County case, 20 CR 321. Although the state's understanding is, while the charges may be similar, they do appear to involve different victims. Additionally, the state understands this is a defendant with a history of prior convictions that the court may consider relevant, at least 2 misdemeanor domestic battery convictions, 2 flee and elude, and at least 1 felony interference with law enforcement conviction. Therefore, the state does respectfully suggest that 10,000 cash or surety subject to SCRAM and GPS monitoring and no contact with the victim or any endorsed witnesses or the child in common is highly appropriate.
All right, Mr. Hills, anything that you would like to say in regards to bond?
This is who I am. This didn't happen. This didn't happen. This didn't happen. What
Alright,
is,
Mr.
you know what this is? It's this. And I never
Right,
would.
I'm gonna set bond at $10,000 cash or surety. As a condition of bond, you'll need to be outfitted with the scram unit as well as GPS. You're to have absolutely no contact of any kind with Nika Prochaska or the minor child, initials ELH. I'm assuming you know who that is, Mr.
They're my initials. It's my son.
Well, you can't have any contact with your son or with Nika Prochaska at the moment. Can you afford to hire an attorney?
I don't. I don't think so. I would be able to if I was able to obtain my wallet and any of my belongings. I don't have.
Are you employed?
I am.
Where do you work?
I work at I'm a CNC machinist at a Vector Technologies in Winfield.
All right, how long have you worked there?
I've been there for 3 months, but prior to that, I was at DJ Engineering here, in Augusta. Well, in Augusta for almost 2 years.
How much do you make per hour?
23.50, I believe, and I work several hours of overtime.
Okay, well, I don't know if you qualify for court appointed counsel. Do you have some money saved up in savings or a checking account?
I've spent all my money's gone. I just bought a new car. I just got a new place. I bought all of our son's stuff. She took it all. She took all my son's stuff. She took our crib. She took everything I bought.
All right, well, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and appoint counsel to represent you, Mr. Hills, and that'll be James Watts. Now, you very well may be ordered to pay back some or all of his fees depending on what happens with your case. Do you understand that?
Sir.
Do you understand that, Mr. Hills?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're welcome to hire whoever you want, but I think it's probably important to have counsel on board. All right, we've established a new court date. We've appointed an attorney for you. We've set bond. Mr. Regier, anything else?
Your Honor, as previously indicated on the record, there is another Butler County case involving the same defendant from the state's information, Butler County 20 CR 321. I am not showing that a successful first appearance has ever been conducted on that case based off my information.
Okay, I don't have that file as part of this docket, so I'm not sure if it's making its way through or will now that he's here, but I don't have that on my list.
Your Honor, if you don't mind, this happened several years ago, and Augusta PD was aware. They took me and dropped me away. I've talked to her since. I've literally talked to her since. We have no bad blood. We don't have any problems.
I don't know anything about this other case. Is that something that's on your list, Mr. Regier?
It is, Your Honor.
Angela, do you know anything about another case?
I do not, Judge.
Okay, well, maybe they can queue that up for a first appearance on Wednesday or Friday, but I don't have any information on that.
Very good, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Hills, any other case you have pending in this jurisdiction wasn't put on the first appearance docket for today. So you may be having a first appearance on that on Wednesday or on Friday.
On these charges? On the ones?
If on any other case that's not the one we just went over.
Okay, on just this one, count one is
Well, the case that I've gone over with you is 25 CR 238. I don't have any other files that were put on my first appearance docket for today. If you got another case, That is not on this docket.
I shouldn't have any other cases, Your Honor.
All right, well,
This is the first time.
recess.
This is the first time
We're in recess on 25 CR 238, and you are excused, Mr. Hills. Thank you. Or wait. Can we bring Hills back?
Yes, sir.
They had another case on here that's out of order, so I didn't see it. All right, Mr. Hills, this other case was at the bottom of the docket. I didn't see it initially, so I'm going to go over the charges in this one with you, and this one is 20 CR 321. The state's appearing by Jared Regier. Also, Mr. Hills is present. This is an older case. Mr. Hills, this alleges a charge alleged to have occurred on February 11th, 2020 in Butler County, Kansas. This alleges that you unlawfully, in a rude, insulting, or angry manner, impeded the normal breathing or circulation of the blood by applying pressure on the throat, neck, chest. It says the defendant's arm around the victim's neck in a chokehold and the defendant's hand around the victim's neck. It doesn't allege a victim that I can see.
That's the same charge of this. The same charge.
This one involves
Should be in there.
Kennedy Bratton, and that's aggravated domestic battery, and that is a level 7 person felony.
This didn't happen, Your Honor. I promise. This is
Well, here,
wrong.
Mr. Hills, I don't want you to say anything that's going to incriminate you. I'm going to appoint James Watts to represent you on this case as well. You can go over whatever you need to with him if you have some defenses to this or whatever you want to visit with him about. But I'm going to set the same court date in front of Judge Hart, June 30th at 2:30 p.m. We do need to set a bond in this one. Mr. Regier, what's your recommendation for bond on this case?
Your Honor, the state's information is bond may have already been set in this case. I am showing that previously a summons was issued by my office. It would appear that going off of the return, that was unsuccessful. The return specifically indicates, quote, moved NFA, which I would interpret to mean no forwarding address. And I am showing that the orders concerning bond and any special conditions the same had already been executed in this case. So I'm not sure if the court wants to continue those or not at this point.
It looks like there's a $1,500 cash or surety bond on this one. Is that what your information indicates?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. So your bond's $1,500 cash or surety. As a condition of bond, in this case, you're to have no contact with Kennedy Bratton.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any questions? So you'll have the same court date, same attorney on this charge as well. So
The second count as well, the separate case.
correct. Both of these cases are set on that June 30th court date at 2:30 by Zoom in front of Judge Hart.
Okay. Can I say something? Is there any way I can just say something?
Well, I don't want you to say anything
I promise I
about
won't incriminate myself.
the
I just want
facts
to
of the
say.
case.
I just want to say something.
All right, go
I'm a
ahead,
good
Mr.
dad. I'm a good father. I've really, really tried. I've really tried to sober up. And I've been in Oxford. I've been in sober living. I provided for her and her son and her other and our son for 2 years. I did everything I could. I worked a full-time job. She never worked. I did everything I was supposed to do.
All right, Mr. Hills, again, these are things you'll probably want to visit with your attorney about in formulating any sort of a defense or something. So I don't want you to say something you might regret down the road. So,
Yes, Your Honor.
all right, we'll be in recess. Mr. Hills, you are excused. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more crazy court hearings like this one.